day to all the dear students. Now today we are going to start chapter number 6, indices or exponents. In last week we have completed our chapter number 10, Pythagoras theorem. So I am giving heading here, chapter 6, indices. Students, we have already studied about the exponents in last standards. So this is nothing but the repetition, but few things you have to take care by solving questions here. Now students, here if I take any number which is repeatedly multiplied, here I have taken 2. So in a short form I can write 2 raised to 4 as its short form, like 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 4 times. So here I can write 2 raised to 4. Now this 2 is called the base and this 4 is called the exponent or power or index. These are the words for the same number 4, that is either exponent or power or index. So you can write here or this or this or this. Now in general, any number, if suppose x, I write x multiply x up to n times, then in a short form I can write x raised to n. So this is the generalized form of our indices, or you can say exponent. Now let us start our laws of exponents. So here are some laws which are very important for your understanding. I am taking first law. Now here if I take x raised to m multiply x raised to n. See, the base are same, x and there is multiply sign in between. So we can add the powers like x raised to m plus n. So here I am taking one example for this. Suppose 2 cube into 2 square. So the base is similar and in between multiply sign. So I will add the powers, that is 3 plus 2. So 2 raised to 5. Then second law. In a second law, here I have two different variables and there is one power n. So this power n will be with both the variables x and y. So here I can write x raised to n, y raised to n. Now I will take one example to understand this. Here if 2 multiply 3 whole cube, then 2 cube into 3 cube, this 3 power will be with both the variables. So this way our second law. Now our third law. In a third law it will be power of power, like x raised to m power n. So here one base is there, but you can say that we have x raised to m power n. Now I can multiply these powers m into n. So I can write x raised to mn. Example I am taking, suppose 2 raised to 3 whole square. Then multiplication is 2 power 6. So here we have completed our 3 laws of exponents. So here x and y are two different variables and there is power n on it. So here we can write x raised to n upon y raised to n. Separately we have two variables power. So taking example 2 by 3 power 5, then it will be 2 raised to 5 upon 3 raised to 5. Now let us move on to fifth law, that is also on our division law. In our division law, if x power m upon x power n, you can see the base are same but the power are different, then we have to separate the power like m minus n. Now taking examples here, that suppose here 2 power 5 and this is 2 power 3, then we can subtract as 2 raised to 5 minus 3. So here we get 2 square as our answer. Now in other case, there is one more case students in the example, like suppose there is 3 upside and 2 raised to 5 downside. Then what happened, that the power is bigger in the denominator, so we can write 1 upon 2 raised to 5 minus 3, that is 1 upon 2 square. And in some cases, if power are similar like 2 cube upon 2 cube, then we can write 2 raised to 3 minus 3, so it becomes 2 raised to 0. So these are the different cases in which we will have our division law can be completed in this different type of examples. So here students, I have solved question number 1, 5 number. Exercise 6a, I am explaining that here there are numerical coefficients which I have taken in one bracket, and using our law of exponent, first law, in which base are similar, then we can add the powers. So I have added the powers. Similarly in B also 8 plus 16 as power, and similarly in C 9 plus 8. So the 5 3s are 15 and others are added, 7 plus 27 34, 8 plus 16 24 and 9 plus 8 is 17. Now let us take question number 7 of question number 1. So here 2m minus 3n as base given and its power is 3a minus 2b, and there is multiply sign, one more bracket 2m minus 3n whole power 6a plus 10b. This is the question given in your textbook number 7. Now we'll solve it by base is same, so base I can write as it is. Now adding power, because there is multiply sign in between, so I am adding powers here like this. You can see base same and we take the like terms together, 6 plus 3 9a and plus 10 minus 2 8b. So this is what your answer number 7. Now exercise 6a question number 1, I am taking question number 8. So in this question, x raised to 2a plus b minus c into x raised to 2c plus a minus b into x raised to 2b plus c minus a. So into sign means multiplication. Now according to law, when the base similar, we add the powers. So 2a plus b minus c plus 2c plus a minus b plus 2b plus c minus a. Now what we have? Cancellation, plus a minus b, plus a minus a, then plus c minus c and plus b minus b. So we have left with 2a plus 2b plus 2c in the power. So x raised to 2 common, a plus b plus c. So this way you can solve question number 8 of question number 1. So students, you can solve other questions, same method. Likewise, now I am taking question number 2. That is, write each expression in the simpler form. So here, we'll write the expressions in the simpler form. I am taking question number 8 first. That is, minus x square y cube whole cube. So here students, first of all, two variables are there. So we will multiply separately, and there is cube. So odd power, the answer will be negative only. And this 3 2s are 6. So x raised to 6 and y raised to 9. This is what our answer. Now let us take same question number 2, number 13. The question is a square b square, in the denominator x square y cube whole power m. So here we have to multiply this power of power. So I write a raised to 2m, b raised to 2m, denominator x raised to 2m and y raised to 3m. All the base are different, so we cannot do more simplification. So this is our final answer. Now let us take next question, question number 3, that is find the quotient. Here we will have division law. So first of all, taking question number 4. So here minus 35 x raised to 10 y raised to 5 divided by minus 7 x cube y square. So first of all, we can take this numerical coefficient division. 7 5s are 35 and minus minus also become plus. Next is we take like terms like x, so 10 minus 3 because division law, and y 5 minus 2. So I get 5 x raised to 7 and y cube. So this is what we get in the question number 4 answer. Now moving on to next question 2 only, but we'll take question number 10. So here question number 10 is 3 in the bracket x raised to 4 y cube whole power 10 multiply 5 x square y square whole cube. So here first of all I take this numerical coefficients together in one bracket. So 3 multiply 5. Now there is power of power also and the two different variable also. So I write x raised to 4 tens are 40 and y raised to 3 tens are 30. Now here also x 2 3s are 6 power and y raised to 3 2s are 6 power. Now this 5 3s are 15, and you see now there is multiply sign and base similar like xx. So we can add the powers 40 plus 6 and y raised to 30 plus 6. So here we get 15 x raised to 46 and y raised to 36. Now let us take next question, that is question number 12 I am taking now. Here this is 3p square divided by 4q square whole raised to a. So this is somewhat different question. Here students, first of all we have to take 3 by 4, right? That is numerical coefficient, and p and q, that is different variables. A we will multiply with both in the power. So p power 2a and q power 2a. We cannot use our division law. Like we cannot separate the powers because the base are different. So this is the final answer. Also students, this a is with 3 and 4 also. So I have to write 3 raised to a and 4 raised to a. Now students, in the same question 3, we will take next question, that is which one we will take, the question number 6 I will take here. Here there is 4pq square in the bracket minus 5pq cube divided by 10 p square q square. Now here first of all I take this outside, so all the numerical coefficient in one bracket you can put, and then we'll take pq square into pq cube, all the that literal coefficients together. Now here we can cut 5 twos and 2 twos, so minus 2 here. So our numerical part is solved. Now we will solve this part. Here p 2 times and multiply in between. So 1 plus 1 2. Now q power 2 plus 3 5 divided by p square q square. So here minus 2, and then we'll take its division. So p square get cancelled, and q power 5 minus 2. So this way we get minus 2q cube. So this is our final answer of question number 6. Now let us move on to next question. Question number 7 of same. Question number 3, 7. The question is x raised to a minus b and y raised to c minus d divided by x raised to 2b minus a and y raised to c. So here students, we will use our division law, like first of all x, then a minus b. This 2b minus a will subtract from it, so I write them into bracket, and y c minus d and minus c, so that I can write directly here minus c. This is d. Okay, so this plus c minus c get cancelled. Here we will open the bracket, like a minus b minus 2b plus a and y raised to minus d. So here x raised to a plus a become 2a, and minus 2 minus 1 become minus 3b, y raised to minus d. So this is what we get our answer of question number 8. You can see how the answer got. Now let us move on to next question, that is question number this is question number 8. I have written 7, but this is number 8. Now I am taking question number 9. So question number 9 here. Question is m power 3n minus 9 whole power 6 divided by m raised to 2n minus 4. So here first of all we will use power of power. So here 3m is the base, and this 3n minus 9 we multiply by 6. Now let us move on to this question number 9, which I was solving here. So here what I told, that 6 we will multiply with 3n minus 9. So here 6 3s are 18n minus 9 6s are 54 divided by m raised to 2n minus 4 as it is. Now we will take division. Now we will use division law. So base similar and they are in division, so we have to separate the powers. For that, now I'll use law here, is equal to m 18n minus 54 minus 2n, this minus minus become plus 4. So here I get answer 18n minus 2n becomes 16n, and minus 54 plus 4 become minus 50. So this way we get our final answer. Now let us move on to next question, question number 10. This is the last question of this exercise, question number 10. Here I am taking number 10. This is x power 2a minus 4. Outside the bracket there is square and denominator x raised to a plus 5 and over 8 whole bracket 3 is there. So this way question is given. Now first of all we will use our power of power method. So here x raised to 2 2s are 4a minus 4 2s are 8. So this 2 I have multiplied inside first. Then this cube is already there outside. And this 3 is with also the denominator. So I multiply this 3 here. So 3a plus 5 3s are 15. Now still we need to multiply this with the power. So in the next step, I will multiply this 3 inside the bracket with the power. 4 3s are 12a minus 8 3s are 24. And in division, x raised to 3a plus 15 as it is. Now the base are similar, so we can take the subtraction of power. Like here, x raised to 12a minus 24. I put it in one bracket, minus 3a plus 15. So here x raised to 12a minus 24 minus 3a minus 15. When outside the bracket minus sign, we must change the sign in the bracket. Now the next last answer is when x raised to 12a minus 3a become 9a, minus 24 minus 15 become minus 39. So this is our last answer of question number 10. We have completed the exercise 6a here, all the students. Now let us recall first of all what is zero index. That already I explained, but let me again recall it. What is zero index? So zero index means here when you have the base similar, base upside down similar, also the powers are similar. In that case, we have to subtract the powers like this. So we get 5 raised to 0. Now this 5 raised to 0 means we have this 0 means this number is not multiplied any time. So answer is 1. So always students, you have to remember whenever there is power 0, the answer will be 1.